A special sitting of the Court of Appeal took place this morning. The event provided the executive branch of government and the judiciary an opportunity to reflect and report on progress moving forward. Carla Palmer was there.
Attorney General John Delaney says for the past 12 months, there has been nothing but progress in the legal sector. Action and hard work, he says, has and continues to be the order of the day at the Attorney General's office, with a total of 63 laws prepared by his office, with some assistance from the Law Review Commission, that were enacted by Parliament.
A witness care program was launched to provide support and care for witnesses in matters pending before the High Court to ease anxiety often associated with the giving of evidence in criminal trials. The Criminal Case Management Unit was started and is busy reviewing older cases to determine viability in the context of scheduling for trial. Police advisory teams have been established in the Department of Public Prosecution to advise the police early in investigative stages of serious or complex cases.
As the final arbiter of the law for the majority of appeals, President of the Court of Appeal, Anita Allen, says likewise. The court has also performed admirably in efficiently managing its caseload and resolving cases.
We disposed of 148 matters, including final and interlocutory appeals. In the course of those dispositions, we dealt with a variety of very interesting legal issues, including some public law and constitutional matters. Consistent with our commitment, the majority of the 2011 appeals disposed of were heard within 6 months of filing. I'm also pleased to say that our average turnaround time for judgments was within 3 months of hearing.
Additionally, with technological upgrades at the Court of Appeal, the justice system is said to be further advanced. All in good time, says Justice Allen, who anticipates the workload to increase.
As is evident from our statistics, which show a 27% increase in appeals filed last year over the year before.
Meantime, President of the Bar Association, Ruth Bo-Darville, acknowledged the changes in the Court of Appeal and regarded as all moves in the right direction.
I wish to commend the Court of Appeal bench for its diligence, productivity and dispatch. You have further advanced and enhanced the justice system within our Commonwealth.
Carla Palmer, ZNS News.
Just over a year ago, residents of the Yellow Elder community joined hands and formed a youth development program in an effort to steer at-risk young men and women in a positive direction. During their annual general meeting last night, the community launched its first Crime Watch Committee to stomp out the increase in crime in the area. Officer in charge of the Southern Division, Superintendent David DeVoe, and officer in charge of the Grove Police Station, Assistant Superintendent Butler, told the dozens of residents gathered that their main mandate is to assist with initiatives like this one where they can.
And in so doing, we want to empower you to assist in policing your community.
Every now and then we reflect on the good old days when we were able to leave our doors unlocked, our windows open. And they were the days when we know that everyone knew how to respect each other property, how to respect each other person. And we know that those days can return to us because time do not commit crime, inanimate objects do not commit crime. We the people are responsible for what actually happened in our community.
Now, so far, the program has provided at least 3 scholarships to young men to attend colleges and universities. While commending residents for establishing the Crime Watch Committee, National Security Minister and Area MP Tommy Turnquest said that residents shouldn't play hero when a crime is in progress, but contact police.
The government provided over $14 million to the police last year. We're currently in the final stages of improving the police control room, a $3 million project, so that when you call 919 or 911, that you're not going to have any drop calls, that your call will be answered, and that it's going to be a computerized system that while you're talking to the dispatcher, computerized, they're being able to send out the police.
A preliminary investigation into what may have caused dead fish to wash up on the Montague foreshore has been completed. And after various meetings with local experts, officials from the Department of Environmental Health are revealing their findings. Here's LaDon Davis.
It was a big surprise to environmental health authorities to find out what may have caused those fish to wash ashore at Montague Beach and die. Assistant Director for Risk Assessment and Monitoring at the Department of Environmental Health Services, Dwayne Curtis, says they've been investigating the matter now for 3 weeks, and here's what they found.
We identified a low level of chlorine in the marine water on one of the subsequent tests that we did. Actually, it would not have occurred to us to look for chlorine in seawater because it's not expected to be there. But we have also been collaborating with the marine lab at Kirsten Atlantis. And in looking at the samples that we submitted to them, they realized that there was a low level of chlorine in the water. Now, we do not know where it came from, but what we are doing is looking to see what potential sources there could have been.
But authorities say that's not the only cause for fish kills. Curtis says a consistent dredging going on near the Montague ramp could also be a factor.
In looking at the document that we received from the Australian authorities, one of the causes of fish kills, one of the potential causes of fish kills is water runoff from lime or cement.
Now, another concern is a decline in fish sales at Montague since the scare, but Curtis says there's no need to be alarmed.
If you are in the habit of buying fish from the Montague vendors, this is not a reason to stop. Okay? What happened at a point in time. It went away, and we hope it will not recur. Besides that, those fish would not have been the fish that are being sold. The vendors bring their fish from whatever source they get them from, keep them in their coolers, and sell them.
Officials from the Department of Environmental Health say they will continue to monitor this isolated case to ensure that it does not happen again. LaDon Davis, ZNS News.
After several years of working with the New England Institute of Technology, the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, BTVI, formally certified their ties with the Rhode Island Technical School to better equip their students for the future. Our Janaea Noel Ferguson has the story.
BTVI signing an articulation agreement with New England Institute of Technology, all in an effort to expose students to higher learning on a global scale. BTVI manager Dr. Iva Dahl says it's a move in the right direction and many are interested.
Well, we always have a lot of interest. The finances is the problem for a lot of our students, but they are interested, and a lot of have gone on to the New England Institute of Technology in the past.
BTVI graduates do qualify for scholarships at New England Tech to get bachelor degrees in various areas, including electrical science and engineering. International Director Mark Seltzer says students are able to walk right in because BTVI sets a good foundation.
They learned the rigors of college life, yet they're learning how to work with their hands and their minds at the same time. It's not for the type of student that is a good theory learner, that learns from a textbook and then takes tests and gets straight A's. That's fine, but my students have to do that, and they've got to do the hands-on approach.
BTVI student Lorenz Arnett knows the benefits of international training, having recently completed an exchange program. And Patricia Ferguson feels opportunities like this one will give Bahamians an advantage.
I think the program will benefit students by giving them a different experience and a different culture to see how students learn differently. So you could take away it's a rewarding experience.
It gives you a broader outlook and it helps you to be globally competitive. There's a lot of people in the United States and other countries who are educated, and when Bahamians are educated, we have a more competitive advantage.
Now, BTI officials say they're constantly working with partners like New England Tech to better enrich the college experience for their students and better prepare them for the workforce. Janaea Noel Ferguson, ZNS News.
Welcome to tonight's edition of the Business Beat, sponsored by Royal Fidelity. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Tues Munnings. Let's take a look at what's making business news today.
Today is the last day to apply for shares in the Arawak Port Development Company. At last report, investor advisors said the initial public offering was oversubscribed. And the good news is everyone will receive their minimum investment of 50 shares once all applications are completed. Ministry of Finance officials informed Fidelity Business earlier this month that more than 2,000 civil servants took advantage of the government's offer to purchase APD shares. Well, gas prices are up again. The highest priced gas is at Texaco with a charge of $5.22. Then Shell just 2 cents under at $5.20. And the lowest priced gas in New Providence can be found at Esso service stations for a price of $5.17. And February 11th is the new deadline to apply for a cultural grant from the Inter-American Development Bank. $10,000 is the limit for the grant that's geared towards furthering cultural development in Latin America and the Caribbean. And according to the local daily, there have been disappointing numbers from the Bahamas so far. In international business, a long list of tech initial public offerings captured attention in 2011, but no company has gotten attention like Facebook. And finally, its debut looks to be imminent. The Wall Street Journal reported Friday that Facebook may file for an initial public offering as early as Wednesday, although reports say it's still not certain. And in regional business, the largest independent oil and gas company in the United States, Anadarko Petroleum Company, regards Guyana as a country with a great deal of promise. International business developer of Anadarko and head of the petroleum unit of the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission met Guyanese President Donald Ramotar to renew its interest in petroleum exploration in Guyana. Remember, you can send us an email or join us on www.znsbahamas.com or become our friend on ZNS's official Facebook page.
And that will end tonight's edition of the Business Beat, sponsored by Royal Fidelity. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tues Munnings.